Friendship doesn't always come from similarity. Sometimes it appears in the most unexpected ways. A tiny kitten walking ahead, and a little chick following right beside it. They don't share the same voice or the same world, yet they move together as if they understand each other perfectly. Animals may not speak our language, but they understand closeness, comfort, and connection. And in moments like this, a simple walk together turns into a beautiful picture of trust and friendship. Sometimes the most joyful moments come from playful little chases. A child's curiosity and a baby animal's energy can turn a simple moment into pure fun. In these innocent interactions, laughter and friendship grow naturally. This little girl runs excitedly toward a baby goat. But just as she gets close, the playful goat runs ahead, and the girl gently falls to the ground while trying to catch up. She quickly stands up and goes after the little goat again, trying to catch it with a big smile on her face. After a few tries, she finally manages to pick up one of the baby goats. But as soon as she puts it down, the playful goat runs right back to the others. The girl keeps trying to catch it again, but the tiny goat slips out of her hands again and again. She grabs a nearby rope and even steps over it while chasing the little goat, determined to catch her playful friend. She tries once more to lift the baby goat, but it's too quick and keeps escaping. At one point, she even tries to hold it by its tiny legs, but the energetic little goat wiggles free again. Even though she can't quite catch it, the moment turns into a playful game full of laughter, energy, and the pure joy of childhood. Small steps, but dreams that are bigger than the horizon. A little boy carefully places the saddle on his horse, his excitement shining through every movement. He climbs up and sits proudly, as if he's ready to chase the dreams he's been imagining. In that quiet moment, it feels like this tiny rider is already on the path to something great, because sometimes the smallest riders carry the biggest dreams. Sometimes the world looks completely different through a child's eyes. This little girl notices a crow and walks closer to it. The crow also comes near and gently taps her with its beak, making the moment feel playful. Soon she looks up and sees a peacock flying to a higher place, and she watches it with wide, happy eyes. Excited, she runs after the crow for a few steps, laughing and enjoying the moment. Then she stops and holds a small stand while watching ducks swimming peacefully in the water. As she keeps exploring, she happily looks around, turning the whole moment into a joyful little adventure. Sometimes the sweetest moments come from the simplest games. A child's imagination and a pet's calm patience can turn a small moment into something truly heart-melting. In these innocent interactions, love speaks louder than words. This little girl gently places small blocks on top of her cat's back. The cat sits calmly in front of her, staying completely peaceful as she plays. After a moment, the blocks fall down, but instead of getting upset, the girl keeps smiling. She leans forward and gives the cat a sweet little kiss, and then another one, showing how much she loves her furry friend. Then she tries to rest her head softly on the cat, but just as she does, the cat quietly stands up and walks away, ending the moment in the cutest and most playful way. Sometimes friendship appears in the most unexpected places. Two completely different animals can still share a quiet, playful bond. This cat is sitting calmly beside a young calf, and the two seem completely comfortable with each other. Instead of being afraid, they start playing gently together. The little calf curiously tries to place its face over the cat, almost like it wants to cuddle or rest on it, but the clever cat quickly slips out from under the calf's face in a playful way. After that, the cat calmly moves closer and sits again, leaning softly against the calf's belly. The two stay there peacefully, as if enjoying each other's company, turning this small moment into a sweet and unusual friendship. Sometimes pure joy is found in the simplest connections. A child's excitement and curiosity can turn a quiet moment with an animal into something unforgettable. In these little encounters, happiness is shared wordlessly through gentle touches and laughter. This little girl runs happily toward a sheep, her face lighting up with excitement. She calls it gently, inviting the sheep closer. When the sheep approaches, she carefully places her hand near its face, watching it with wonder and smiling at her own hands. Curious and full of joy, she reaches out again, trying to touch the sheep. Her delight is clear, as every small interaction fills her with happiness. The sheep stays close, responding calmly to her gentle attempts, creating a simple but heartwarming moment of connection. Sometimes the smallest acts of care can create the biggest bonds. A child's patience and kindness can turn ordinary moments into something magical. This little bird sits quietly on a tree branch as water drips from above. The boy notices and gently tears a leaf, placing it carefully over the bird to shield it from the falling drops. Smiling, he lifts the bird onto his fingers and carefully places it on his bike. The boy starts riding slowly, the bird perched safely on his hand, its trust clear in every tiny movement. Later, the boy and the bird share another quiet moment as they sit together in a car with a dog. The bird perches on the boy's hand, and he softly strokes it, feeling a connection that goes beyond words. In this simple day, care, trust, and love create a beautiful bond that reminds us how small actions can lead to unforgettable friendships. You won't believe the connection between this little girl and her horse. Sometimes the simplest gestures carry the deepest meaning, and when a child reaches out and a horse responds with a gentle kiss, pure happiness is guaranteed. Watch her laughter as this magical bond unfolds before your eyes. Sometimes the smallest acts of care leave the biggest impact. In a world that moves fast, patience and kindness can mean everything. Animals may not speak our language, but they feel safety, and it shifts from hoof to hoof, hesitating as cars pass by. This man walking on the other side notices the cow and gently signals it to come forward. He keeps a calm distance, speaking softly and moving slowly so the cow doesn't panic. The cow takes a cautious step, then stops again. The man patiently waits, guiding it step by step. Cars slow down, giving them space, and finally the cow continues, trusting the gentle presence of the man. Once safely across, the man bends down and softly kisses the cow on the forehead. The cow nuzzles slightly, as if saying thank you, while the man smiles, knowing a small gesture has made a big difference. Sometimes, the simplest gestures and playful moments create the deepest bonds. A child's love doesn't need words. It shows in gentle touches, laughter, and shared joy. Even the smallest game can become a memory that lasts a lifetime. This little girl holds the dog gently with a red patty, coaxing it forward with care. The dog hesitates for a moment, looking around, unsure of the next step. She patiently encourages it, pulling the patty slightly toward her, and the dog begins to move forward again. She runs after it, laughing with pure delight, while the dog matches her pace, tail wagging in excitement. The girl gently nudges the dog again, and they continue their playful chase together, weaving between the grass and small obstacles, their bond growing stronger with every step. Every movement, every giggle, and every wag of the tail shows the pure trust and joy between them, reminding us that love and friendship are often found in the simplest of games. Sometimes the simplest gestures bring the greatest joy. A child's excitement and care can turn feeding animals into a magical moment. This little child holds a carrot in their hand and gently offers it forward. The rabbits rush toward the carrot, as if asking for more treats. The child smiles with delight, seeing them come closer. Then another carrot is handed to the child, who happily grabs it and feeds it to one of the eager rabbits. Sometimes the most magical moments are silent. A child and an animal don't need words to communicate. Just a gentle touch can say everything. This horse leans its face close to the child, as if trying to communicate something. The child's eyes light up with joy and wonder. Gently the child reaches out and touches the horse's face, feeling its warmth and presence.